watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station.
Get ready for a day of live music, Spanish dances, and delicious food. Yesterday, we got a look at the festivities in the Hispanic Heritage Month Program. Few people recognize Mr. Longino for the genius he is. In our new segment, Longino's Lexicon, we figure out how to use big words with big meanings.
In my words, a lie.
You might have seen people handing out wooden clips with kind words written on them. Find out what these messages mean and more. These stories are just ahead. Welcome to GHS Insider, the show that's all about the G. I'm Robert Beckton, and joining me today is Mary Forrester.
Today, I'll be stepping in for our usual anchor, Kate Lugo. Kate is our Spanish Club president here at Germantown and has been playing a major role in organizing today's Hispanic Heritage Month program.
So Mary, ¿estás lista para la fiesta?
See, next thing you know, Kate's gonna have you dancing in the program too.
It's Hispanic Heritage Month, and today GHS is celebrating our many cultures with a program that highlights music, dance, history, and tradition. Yesterday, reporter Rachel Polk got a sneak peek at our Hispanic Heritage Month program happening right over in VGym.
Here with me is Spanish Club President and GHS Insider anchor, Kate Lugo. Kate, as a member of the Hispanic community, what does it mean to you for the school to host a program that recognizes and celebrates all these rich cultures?
So honestly, to me, it means a lot that people get to learn about our culture, that they get to understand more, they get to look at everything, you know. Our culture is just so beautiful, there's so many aspects to it, and I just genuinely believe that a program like this, a club like this, is just very enriching, and it's good also for the people who are Hispanic to learn more about their roots, to get closer to where you came from. So that's one thing that's really important to me about this.
I know you play a huge role in this program and the Spanish Club in general. What's been the most exciting part of your involvement?
So I believe that the most exciting part of my involvement with this club has really been getting to see everything come to fruition. You know, we've been practicing for months, you know, some slip-ups here and there, but genuinely getting to see everyone, you know, go from not knowing how to even do a simple step to getting to do tricks, practicing, you know, all these members coming together and just trying to really show off their culture, trying to show off something that they're proud of, is something that's really beautiful and something that I'm really excited for.
What role do our students play in setting up this program?
So this is really a student-run program, you know. Teachers do the rundowns, you know, they do the timing, but really for students, it's very hands-on, you know, the decorations, the flag projects that are hung up, those are made by students, you know, the decorations that are hung up, made by students, dances made by students, everything is very student-run. It's very exciting, and it's just nice to see students get to work on something and be proud of something that they did themselves.
Thank you for joining me. It was so great to hear about your culture and how you impacted not only the school, but also the community.
Thank you so much.
Hall sweeps are still in effect. Let's see how they're impacting our students here at GHS.
All right, students, hall sweep is in effect. You have 5 minutes to get to your 6th period class. If you want to be starting something, you can start with Saturday detention. 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 Detention.
Some students are falling short of the bell, so a new initiative is sweeping the halls with a hall sweep. Various opinions are split between students feeling that it is necessary, however some feel rushed.
I do not think hall sweep is necessary at all, because like they want us to get to class. Okay, they got to give us time.
I feel like they're necessary because people are not going to like take the little bill thing seriously at all. So I think the hall sweeps are necessary.
For now, hall sweeps remain a daily strategy until the halls remain 100% clear.
Last week, many of our clubs decided to do little acts of kindness. Teams with Prestige, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and the Mental Health Awareness Club gave out clips to people with little nice messages to create a culture of kindness and support.
I really hope to get like positivity in the community because it is anti-bullying month, and last month was suicide prevention.
They recognize October as both National Bullying Prevention Month and Depression Awareness Month. Today is also World Mental Health Day.
From the golf cart to the intercom, Mr. Damian Longino is always educating people. As many know, he can be a true wordsmith at times. Now he's here in the studio to present a vocabulary unlike any other.
Welcome to my new segment called Longino's Lexicon. I'm going to introduce 3 new words to you, and you're going to use those words with your friends and co-classmates. All right, my first word is a classic word called gutter snipe. It means a badly behaved child who spends most of their time walking the halls instead of being in class. I'll use it in a sentence.
Teachers and students, pardon this announcement. If you are still getting caught in hall sweeps after 6 or more weeks of school, you are a shiftless gutter snipe, and you will receive Saturday detention this Saturday at 8 o'clock a.m. Thank you for that announcement.
The next word is prevarication. It means to speak or act in an ambiguous or evasive way to conceal the truth or avoid committing oneself. In my words, a lie. Here's an example.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, no, ma'am. That's not the reason that she's failing math, ma'am. The student failed an open note test with the answers included. Yes, ma'am. And she has not turned in any assignments. Yeah, that story she gave you is a complete prevarication. Yes, ma'am. I understand. That's why she's failing. Thank you.
And finally, one of my favorites, miscreant. A miscreant is a person who behaves badly or does not obey the law. If I had to define it, say it means boys hanging out in the bathroom, or girls who ruin great times in the cafeteria or football games by fighting. Miscreant.
Teachers and students, pardon this important announcement. On last Friday, we were experiencing a great football game against Whitehaven, in which we gave them a handily defeat. However, 2 miscreants ruined it all by getting into a fist fight. Those 2 miscreants would be suspended indefinitely and will no longer be able to attend any games in this district. Thank you for this announcement.
That's all I have for Longino's Lexicon today. Back to you guys.
Let's find out what's happening in the world of GHS sports. Reporter Calvin Nicholson is in Studio A with more.
Hey Red Devils, our soccer team wrapped up a season with a 5-5 record. The team showed a lot of heart in every game. They will be ready to build on this for the next season. It was a tough fight all year long with some big wins and some close battles. Even though the record ended up right down the middle 5-5, it really showed the story of our Red Devils never backing down from a competition.
The players really came together over the course of the season. Like, there were a lot of new players, and as the season went on, people got used to playing, and so it became more second nature, and so we actually kind of bonded together better.
The Red Devils showed heart all season long, battling through every game with determination and grit. Now as the season comes to a close, they walk away with not just a balanced record, but an experience and growth that they will use to build an even stronger team next year. Next up, the Red Devil basketball program hosted a special fundraising game that brought back some familiar faces. Former players laced up their sneakers once again to return to the court to relive some old memories and show off that they still got some game, and maybe even have some tricks up their sleeve. The matchup had the crowd laughing, cheering, and enjoying the mix of competition and fun. No matter the scoreboard, the event raised support for the basketball program.
We want the legacy to be here because everybody keeps saying Germantown Red Devil forever. So we want the legacy to hang around as long as they're living. Even if the school is gone, we want the memory to be here. And we just want to give back, and we want to bridge the gap, the old to the new.
The alumni game wasn't just about basketball. It was about tradition, pride, and keeping the spirit of school and community alive. The night proved that once a devil, always a devil. And before kicking it off to football, we should congratulate Landon Graggs and Sage Williams. They are the MSCI AA AAA cross country champions of 2025. Now on to football. Last week was a tough one on us. After going into the game, ranked #1 in the city, we took a hard 28-44 loss against the DeSoto Central Jaguars, which dropped us down to #2 in the latest rankings. We are using that motivation to prepare us for our upcoming game.
So we'll get better. I really believe we'll get better. I really believe that we'll do the right things to improve us, and we'll be right back where we want to be.
This week is our bye week, meaning we do not have a game this Friday, but Germantown football will hit the field during fall break. October 17th against the White Station Spartans. We are ready to bring the heat right now. We are ranked number 2 in the 6A Memphis rankings, just behind Southwind. We are ready to prove that we belong at the top. If you missed it, don't worry, Red Zone has you covered. We've got a full recap of football games, including the best highlights, the biggest plays, and post-game reactions. Tune in to relive every moment and stay caught up as we head into our next game against Southwind. Back to you guys in the studio.
The pressure's on this week as we put our front office secretary, Miss Williams, in the hot seat. Do you think she'll survive?
Well, let's find out.
Miss Williams, you're in the hot seat. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Your time begins in 3, 2, 1. How long have you been at Germantown High School?
This is my 4th year.
What is your favorite thing about your job?
I like the kids.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Meridian, Mississippi.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Tall, pretty, and witty.
What is your favorite thing about Germantown High School?
They spoil me and I got my own parking space.
Do you prefer summer or winter?
Summer for my birthday.
What high school did you go to?
The Kirby High School.
What is the hardest part about your job that no one really sees?
Ugh. The parents.
What is your favorite hobby?
I like to sing.
Do you prefer morning or afternoon announcements?
Morning, because I be ready to go in the afternoon.
How do you prepare before speaking on the intercom?
I try to have my notes and whatnot lined up and my song ready, but sometimes things get hectic over there and I just gotta kind of fly off the dome.
What is your favorite dessert?
You know, I don't really eat a lot of sweets, but I guess cheesecake.
What's the biggest challenge about doing the daily announcements?
Apparently some people think that I like hearing myself talk, but it's my job.
What's one thing about working in a school that nobody warned you about?
Pass.
If you could skip announcements for one day and have another person do it, who would it be?
Mr. Longino, that nut.
What is your favorite phrase to say?
Okay.
Do you prefer spicy or sweet foods?
I like it hot.
What is your dream car?
Car? Pass.
What is your favorite food spot?
I just had some Mr. P, so we'll throw them in. Oh, no. Venice Kitchen.
Favorite type of announcement?
When the football win. I tell the folks, yay, we won.
Miss Williams, you survived the hot seat.
Oh! Clock it.
Tennessee Value Added Assessment System, or TVAS, measures students' growth throughout the school year. Teachers are scored based on how much their students have grown in 1 year. The tested subjects are English 1 and 2, Algebra 1 and 2, Geometry, Biology, and U.S. History. 5 out of these 7 subjects have reached level 5, which is the highest number you can reach. So if you see any of these teachers in the hallways, congratulate them.
Speaking of winners, the Drama Club recently competed in a speech and debate tournament at Bartlett High School this weekend. They competed in many areas, such as poetry, TV broadcasting, storytelling, prose, and more. Now on to the winners. Caden Johnson won 3rd place in storytelling and prose. Cadence Tate won 2nd place in poetry and TV broadcasting. Joshua Murray won 5th place in humorous and dramatic interpretation, and Andreas Dandridge and Nabil Osman won 5th place in duo and interpretation. If you see them in the halls, don't be shy and congratulate them.
Recently, the GHS chapter of Future Business Leaders of America held its officer installation and member induction ceremony. It was one of the largest ceremonies ever held at our school. 62 students and 6 new officers were inducted during this special event. They took the pledge to become the new generation of future business leaders shaping America's society. Jesh Vana, the Vice President of Tennessee's FBLA State, addressed and welcomed the new members.
There's always something you can do to better your community, and I encourage you to think about it as you leave today. In fact, me and my state officer team are having our first ever community service week as a part of Tennessee FBLA, and I encourage you all to think of some ideas to bring towards for Germantown High School and Germantown FBLA to not just help the FBLA chapter, but help your school in general. Trust me, your principal will be thanking you later on.
At the beginning of this year, Memphis-Shelby County Schools was split into 5 regions and appointed a regional superintendent to lead each one. Since Germantown is in the Southeast region, we had the pleasure of interviewing our regional superintendent, Dr. Michael Lowe.
Dr. Lowe, I want to ask you this. Could you tell me, what are your goals? What are your goals for the region? Where do you see the region in the next 3 to 4 years?
In the next 3 to 4 years, Calvin, that's a good question. Right now, I got a 30-day plan right now. The 30-day plan is basically to have us be a true service center. And when I say a true service center, making sure that our parents know that they can call, they can come in and get support and help. We have food we have a food bank at our office. We have clothing banks. We have virtual devices and computers that we can loan out to parents or students who may not feel like being in the classroom is the best place for them. The goal I have right now is to raise our attendance for the region to 97%, to reduce chronic absenteeism. When I come to a school and I see kids walking in late, I want that decreased at least by 6%. I think for Germantown right now, we're right at an attendance rate right around 93, 94%. We want to increase that. And chronic absenteeism, for all of our students out there, what they need to know, if you miss 10 days or more, it's a likelihood that you're going to fail one class. So reducing that number, not missing 10 or more days for the year, but getting our students to know, I need to get up, I need to come to school. And not just come when you want to, but we want everybody to come on time so we can reduce that chronic absenteeism rate at least by 6 to 7%. So the goal right now for the Southeast region for the next 30 days is to go for 95 to 97% attendance. Come to school every single day and come prepared, not just to sit and get, but to be engaged, to answer questions, to get at home, go over your homework and assignments, read text, evidence, at least 20 minutes of reading or 30 minutes of reading every day. If you come to this school every single day and the only time you read is during your instructional block, then that's not preparing you for college. That's not preparing you for careers. So getting our students to understand, coming to school, 97% attendance rate, reducing chronic absenteeism, reading for at least 20 to 30 minutes, informational text, that's going to get you over the hump and give you the advantage that you need, a cutting-edge advantage for the next 21st century learner.
Thank you, Dr. Lowe.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Calvin.
As the first quarter comes to a close, our principal, Dr. John Stencil, reminds us of a few things to do before fall break starts.
Students, as we near the end of the first 9 weeks and move into fall break, I would just want to give you a few words of encouragement moving forward. First off, make sure you talk to your teachers about zero zapping. At this point in the 9-week period, we got to get rid of all those zeros in the grade book so you have a chance of getting a really good grade on your 9th week report card. Secondly, you ask your teacher, am I a predictor or non-predictor in your EOC classes? That information should be getting to you shortly. I appreciate all your hard work. The first quarter is always very difficult, normally stretches out, it's pretty long. When we come back from fall break, the second quarter always moves faster. We move into Thanksgiving, you get another week off, and then we move into Christmas and you get 2 weeks off. So the second quarter will fly by. Let's get our grades straight, keep up the hard work, and I'm very proud of you. Thank you.
That's it for us here at GHS Insider. If you have a story you'd like to see on the show, scan the QR codes around campus to submit your idea.
And remember, you can follow us on Instagram. Our handle is GHS-TV. Thanks for watching. We hope you make the most of your fall break, and we'll see you next time on GHS Insider.
I'm looking forward to this break because, I don't know, school has been kind of stressful lately.
Too much work, too many classes, too much work in general.
My plans for fall break is to go to wrestling practice all week and go to work and take care of my grandma.
I'm not really looking anything forward for fall break or anything like that.
I'm going to Disneyland.
I'm going to Turks and Caicos.
I'm going to be having my quinceañera, actually. It's my birthday on Monday, so I'm going to be celebrating my birthday that entire week.
I finally get a chance to relax without having to deal with work.